Howdy do, I am GATORBUBS, talking to you about the NBA 2K23 Myteam blog that dropped today on August 25th. Game doesn't come out for like 2 weeks and a couple days, but I am super excited for what they revealed. First things first, on this blog, I want to go over the fact that Josh Giddey is somehow on here, and I have no idea why. It doesn't talk about it at all in the blog, but I'm a huge Thunder fan, and I'm super excited. Also, Chet Holmgren's out for the season, so I'm kind of sad about that, but we won't talk about that today. If you want to go through the blog by yourself or follow along on your phone, the link is in the description. However, I'm going to go through it in this video in visual detail, and we will go over pretty much everything on here kind of briefly because there is a lot to unpack here. But the most absolute legendary thing 2K did was remove contracts. 2K is now being amazing by removing contracts. This is going to allow us to replay challenges basically without having to worry about it. You know, triple threat's going to be an easier run, not having to worry about adding contracts on. You're playing unlimited, limited, any game mode really, any game mode in Myteam. No contracts, it's amazing. However, you won't be able to profit off diamond contracts anymore, so no money spent is going to be kind of an issue there. Perhaps. Bro, I can't with this. I'm a Thunder fan, and this is literally a picture of Giddey, Chet Holmgren, and Durant. Clearly, they're gonna love Chet Holmgren this year, and Josh Giddey. I don't know why Durant's here, but it should be Shai Gilgeous, but that's just me ranting as a Thunder fan. However, this isn't about this. This is about co-op coming to Myteam, which is the biggest thing that I think dropped. Everyone's super excited about. Basically, you're gonna be able to play co-op online or offline. So as you can see here on the Triple Threat Online Co-op, there's like its own thing. You got 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins, 5 wins, and you even have your players that are in there. It looks like you actually get a limitless pack, which is the first promo, which is kind of cool. However, you can do online co-op, I'm assuming by yourself, 1-on-3, which is weird. However, you can do 2-on-3. The AI will fill the rest of the empty slots. So if you're doing 1v3, I don't know why you don't just play triple threat offline, but if you have 2 friends, so you and someone, the CPU is going to fill in the third. I assume you're going to be position locked. I don't know if you have a free CPU running around, if it's going to let you switch players like it does like in Madden. If you play squads co-op, and you can just like press B or circle to cycle through all your players. That'll be kind of weird. I don't know how that's going to work. You might be locked to a player. I'm not sure, because there is a ready. You can see that he's like hovered over Rondo over here. He can ready. Is he going to ready up on Rondo and only use Rondo the whole game? I'm thinking that's what it's going to be like. They added position locks, as in you can lock on a position and play only that position for the whole game, and you won't be able to switch to anyone else. So think of it like a My Career game, but in Myteam, which is kind of cool. Imagine playing unlimited locked in on like your center. That would be kind of... I feel like you'd be at a disadvantage, and that game would be like super boring. But I mean, if you got to get rebounds for someone for XP, then by all means, that might be the best way to do it. Something that I really didn't think about wasn't in 2K, but I guess is coming to 2K now, is going to be your leaderboard. Now, for me, I'm not really great at online, so if anything, this is just going to be bad on my mental health, because I'm just going to see how I have like 1 win and 30 losses, and I'm like 5% shooting from 3, and it's just going to be really bad. Honestly, this could be really cool because you could flex on your friends and you could see where you're at. And honestly, season points, that's going to be kind of cool too. My friend pointed out, however, that number 1 has more season points, but doesn't have a single win, which is kind of weird. So it's not determined off of your win-loss. It's determined solely what it looks like off of your season points. So you could be terrible and have no wins and be number 1, according to this leaderboard right here. The reason that is possible is because it does state that win or lose, you will earn season points. Rewards at each tier. Yeah, after every win, there is a new vault that can open after every win. But it's kind of nuts. So you have a vault in unlimited as well. That's really cool. Every year we get starter cards, so there's no surprise we have starter cards here. The only thing new is that we know who it's going to be. So we have a triple J combo here. We got the JJJ, we got Ja Morant, Joel Embiid, and Jimmy Butler. This is going to be really cool. The fact that we get a good center and a good point guard to combo with our Michael Jordan and our Devin Booker pre-order bonuses if you opted in for those. If you don't opt in for those and you get no pre-order bonuses, it is cool that they throw in Jimmy Butler as well. Just like previous 2Ks, once you level them all the way up, you do have an agenda unlocked where you can pick the next starter, and I'm assuming you'll be able to do that until you eventually have all 3 starters. All 3 starters, the first evolution is just to score 6 points. So you're basically just going to pop in with a Sapphire because the Emerald's going to go by so quick. You open your starter kit and name your team, and you go into a single player clutch time game. That's something this year. That's actually really cool. Single player clutch time. That's a thing. Can't believe it. After 10 wins in any game mode, so I would recommend just doing the quickest game mode, probably triple threat, just, 10 times. You get an Amethyst, Fred Jones. So new this year in 2K23 is something super cool, the prize balls, man. Okay, so they even joke about like how these balls are made of metal and like gems, and like, oh, how do they not break? Well, now if you equip the balls and you actually like dribble around and play games with them, think of like Pokemon eggs, like after so long they hatch. After so many games, these balls will actually crack. And after they crack, you actually get prizes from them, which is kind of nuts. There's like going to be exclusive ball rewards. You just get really cool things out of your balls. It's going to be really cool. Also in NBA 2K23 My Team, they've added something very weird in exhibitions. This is something they probably could not have even added to the game, and I would not have even felt like the game had no content. This is something completely different and new, and it looks really cool. It's adding a little franchise element to your My Team, and I love it. Basically what this is you're going to be sending your players that you don't really use, or maybe you use them and you're just going to bed for the night, and you're going to send them out to go do something. Like here, here's one right here. Sightseeing in San Francisco, head across the Golden Gate Bridge. Any 3 players and you get a prize. So you basically send them to go do quests and they come back. That's really, honestly, kind of cool. I love that. They even hint about a Christmas promo. They say, let's get you thinking about this right now. Which players are you sending to the North Pole in December? That's literally a Christmas tease, and you guys better be holding some players off. Maybe there's going to be some, I don't know. Just save players for Christmas. I'm telling you this right now. That's going to be kind of neat. This is also really cool. 2K23 added a trophy case for every team in the NBA. This is going to be really cool because you collect trophies, banners, memorabilia for that team. Once you complete everything, you get a pink diamond card from that team. Complete every team in a division, you get a Galaxy Opal player from that division. Complete the whole conference, you get Dark Matters. I'm assuming 1 East, 1 West Dark Matter, and you complete everything, you're gonna get a third. That's why they say 3 Dark Matters. We can see here there's things like pennants, and it's even kind of like aesthetically put. Like you got a pennant on each side, you got a jersey on each side. Don't know why they got DeRozan and MJ in here, but I mean, hey, I'll take it. They got some trophies in here from the finals MVPs, regular MVPs, finals. Honestly, super cool. I can't wait to see what some of my favorite teams like the Grizzlies or the Thunder or the Mavericks. I'm a big Dirk fan as well, so I'm hoping you get Dirk. This will be really cool to collect. It's actually kind of like weird stuff that like I want to collect in the game. It's digital and doesn't mean anything in a year, but it's cool now. Here we get a look at an Amethyst Luka Doncic that's graded 10. The grading looks so much cooler this year. It's so much more clean and it looks more updated like currently. I like the way it looks. It's like clear and it doesn't take away from the card art as bad as the other one did. I think grading cards is not going to be as much of an eyesore this year as it was in the past. So for no money spent, this is really cool. You have basically NBA Series 1 players that are available day 1, obviously, but you can get them as you wish through the token market. Token market sounds like it's going to be a lot different than before. However, I'm not totally sure because they kind of barely talk about it. It says the new token market. Start season 1. You're going to be getting a free agent Giannis, looks like, to use for 5 games. Contracts are out of the game, but free agents are still restricted to 5 games. And the level 40 reward, if anybody was curious, is obviously non-auctionable. Like the logo on there, of course, but Scottie Pippen, which will be really cool. I honestly am not surprised. Yeah, you start, it's literally the Michael Jordan edition. You get Scottie Pippen, so of course they're going to give you Steve Kerr, Bill Cartwright, Tony Kukoc, and Horace Grant as other level cards throughout the season. It's going to be all Bulls in season 1, so that's going to be kind of lit if you're a Bulls fan. Something else brand new in 2K23, that's not brand new, but the concept is brand new. So, well, no, I had that backwards. The concept is not new, but the way they're implementing it is brand new. So basically, the concept is these cards that were available in Triple Threat online and offline through the wheel spins or just on your board, and you're basically begrudgingly playing those games over and over again to hopefully get them out of your vault. Now, however, this is good. Basically, they're called takeover reward players. Lamar Odom is the first one that they're highlighting here. Honestly, a really good card. He's been a Paul George clone in the past, so I'm excited to get him as well. And you're gonna get him easily, I think, because Lamar Odom is available in both vaults, saying you get, say you get him out of the vault, but also he's going to be in the wheel spin at the end of the week. So log in all 7 days of the first week, you have a chance at Lamar Odom, but also you can get them directly through agendas. I don't know how hard the agendas are going to be, but if you're feeling like you're not going to get them out of the vault, or you don't want to grind triple threat, or you're not going to get them out of your wheel spin because you don't get anything off the wheel spin ever, you can get them immediately by doing agendas, which is really cool. So there's no excuse, unless the agendas are just ridiculous and you can't do them, there's no excuse to not get the cards you want. And these cards update every 2 weeks. New volumes of cards will be released, unlock special select versions as well. I don't know what that means, but maybe it's a special edition looking version of the card. They seem to be very big on collecting cards this year, and they seem to be really big on shiny things like the courts and the balls. So it'll be interesting to see how 2K jazzes up season 1 and multiple seasons throughout the year. Here we can see Giannis Antetokounmpo in what looks like a Lakers jersey. So I think 2K is also thinking that the Lakers are going to trade for Giannis. That's honestly a big deal here in 2K. I can't believe they dropped that in the blog. It's kind of big news. They just traded off Taylor Horton Tucker. They're probably, I think they got Pat Bev as a trade option. You know, they're probably going to try to trade Pat Bev for Giannis. I don't know how it's going to work out for them, but, you know, props to 2K for giving us this leak of Giannis playing for the Lakers. So single player triple threat, if you'd like to play offline and not online because people sweat online, this is really cool. They've changed the way triple threat works in rewards. Now there's no more ladder that's like you get 250 wins and then you're done. You wait for the next season. There is going to be a cap to the season because there's a reward ladder to climb, but the reward ladder will reset and there'll be a new ladder every season. So in a way, they're adding more wins and more rewards, kind of like they did before, but if you're starting in like season 5, say you're watching this video and you're just starting 2K in December 2022, and you say you in 2K22 you jump into triple threat, you're on win 1 and you're gonna get like 200 MT after 5 wins and like 1 token, 2 tokens. It's pointless, and your friends are probably 500 wins in, getting diamonds and like 5,000 MT, and you're like, dang, this is not rewarding at all. I don't want to play this. Well, the ladder's reset and you're going to get updated rewards. So that's going to be really cool too. I didn't really realize what that was until I just started talking about it right now. But that's really neat, and it's cool that they're going to be updating it. Now, what sucks is if there's something really cool at the end of season 1, like the final reward, say, is like Diamond Luka Doncic, and you don't play the game until season 3, you're nixed out of getting that Diamond Luka Doncic because he's season 1 reward ladder, and you can't go back to get that card. You have to do season 3 to reward ladder because it changes every season. So that's something to think about too. You know, if you want to get that card in triple threat offline, you better grind it and you better get that card before the season ends. That's something that's really cool. The 2K23 domination game mode also gets an update as well. Of course, they love domination. People play it and they're like, dang, where's the new dom? There are going to be 5 sets of 33 games. Current NBA, Golden Age and Modern Age, NBA champions, and then the all-time teams. Bro, there are 165 games of domination. Amethyst Julius Randle, Diamond Mitch Rich, Diamond Mike Bibby, Diamond Bill, and Pink Diamond John Havlicek as the final reward of each tier. That's kind of nuts that there's 5 dominations to start the year. That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's the largest group of domination games to launch in Myteam mode, along with all the rewards that come with domination. The extra thing that's super sick with domination this year is if you play historic games, it says, for example, the 86 Celtics, you will play with a classic 1980s presentation and rules. So the rules from the 80s will play when you play the 80s team in the 80s dom, the historic dom. And it's going to have a film grain effect to make it look like a historic game. That is so cool, and 2K is honestly amazing for this. This is honestly going to be so fun, and I cannot wait. In 2K23's limited game mode, it's honestly cool too. Everything is so cool about 2K23's Myteam blog. I'm so jazzed about this. Read the blog if you want to. It's basically, remember in limited, if you've never played it before, you play the weekend and you get a ring. If you get a ring, then you basically tier up. There's like, say, 6 weeks of the season, and every week, so 6 rings weekend, you know, you get your ring, and you collect all 6 rings, you get a player at the end. Now say you don't want the player, but you want, like, if you end the season and you don't get all 6 rings, but you get 4, you couldn't play those weekends, you only get the tier 4 reward. You don't get anything else but that reward. If you get the player, you also don't get anything but the player. How limited is working now is once you get your first ring, you get the ring 1 reward. So if you get all 6 rings, you're going to be getting the reward for ring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You'll get everything. So it's more incentivized to play every weekend and get your ring every week than ever before. You not only get your player, but you get every reward before that as well. So it stacks up this giant limited reward bomb, and it's just nuts. It's going to be so cool. We get a look here at the first promo. They're not really hiding it, right? It's the limitless promo, and you've got Steph here, you've got Scotty Barnes here, and you got Pau Gasol here. That's it from my blog breakdown. I hope I did a good job. This video is probably pretty long. I'm gonna probably chop it up and post some YouTube shorts and some TikToks, so follow me there. as well. If you like this, go ahead and like the video. If you want to subscribe for more, I'm going to try to push more content. It's going to be hard. I do work a full-time job, but I do want this to also eventually maybe be my job, so you never know. Anyway, without further ado, I'm GATORBUBS, and I would be remiss to say see you later, alligator.